Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna read LUCA, How to Be a Land Monster. Let's get started. Stickers that my daughter got some already. LUCA, How to Be a Land Monster by Steve Belling. Have you ever heard those old stories about sea monsters? Some think they're just tall tales meant to scare sailors or keep fishermen away from the good fishing spots. And they're right about krakens and mermaids. Those creatures are completely made up. But as you well know, some of these stories are not made up. Sea monsters like us are very real. Let me introduce myself. I'm Luca, the one with the friendly smile. With me is Alberto. He says he's the handsome one. All sea monsters are friendly, even though most humans are afraid of us. We're a lot like them in many ways. We live with our families, we hang out with friends, we do chores, and we play games. But the worlds we live in are pretty different. Some sea monsters are full of curiosity about human world. That's why we're here. Alberto and I are going to teach you how to survive on land. Now you might be wondering, why would I ever want to explore the world above? Well, let's take a swim and I'll show you. You see those rocky cliffs with the brightly colored buildings and the rolling green hills in the distance? That is xoxo, the most wonderful seaside town in the world. Just think of all the adventures that await us there. Doesn't that sound amazing? Of course it does. But before we go, we have work to do. Come on! Whee! First things first. If you want to go on land, you need to look and act like a human, or a land monster, which is what we sometimes call them. Lucky for us, sea monsters can take on a human form. All you have to do is dry yourself off. What comes after is the hard part. You have to learn to control your new legs. This is called walking. Alberto said he basically invented walking, so he has a few tips he'd like to share. Alberto's walking tips. Number one, walking is just like swimming, but without fins or a tail. Also, there's no water. Lead with your head. Point your feet where you want to go and catch yourself before you fall. One of the greatest things about transforming into a land monster, apart from walking, is riding a Vespa. What is a Vespa? A Vespa is a scooter. And a scooter means freedom. A Vespa will take you anywhere you want to go. Vespa are in short supply in the ocean. In fact, you might even say they're non-existent. But that doesn't mean we can't put our heads together and make one of our own. Since Alberto likes to collect things from the human world, we have plenty of parts. Here's one of the Vespa we made. Isn't it beautiful? Wow! There it is. It's important to remember that even if you have the parts to build a Vespa, that doesn't mean you'll get your Vespa to work. When Alberto took ours to a test drive, it didn't exactly go as planned, but that's okay. You can always build a new one. Whoops! Ta-da! Maybe our time together would be better spent if I give you another tip on how to blend in better with the human world. Alberto suggests tiling your hair with the sea snail slime. Look at us, sporting a cool land monster hairdo. Doo-doo. You like their hairdo? So now you know how to transform, walk, ride a Vespa, and style your hair like a land monster. You're ready to explore Xoxo. As you walk past the land monster, check out the shop, stroll down the streets. Remember these important do's and don'ts. Do eat watermelon, it's delicious. Don't eat soccer ball, it's not delicious and also not food. Do listen to Landmaster talking, it's like hearing beautiful music. Don't interfere with Land Monster playing cards. They are very particular about their games. The best things about being on the land is making new friends. Take Gilia, for example. She's the one on the bicycle. Alberto and I could tell right away that Gilia would make a fantastic friend. Then there are some land monsters like Gilia's father, Massimo, who might seem kind of scary at first, but once you get past his big muscles and sharp knives, you find out that he's pretty good friend too. Oh, and we almost forgot to mention this. Beware of cats. Beware. Do not be fooled by their cute noses and whiskers. Although they may appear to be friendly, they are the scariest, furriest monster of them all. Got splashed by water. There are all kinds of challenges waiting for us in the human world. Perhaps the greatest one you'll encounter are the humans who really want to catch a live sea monster. Pesky land monster like these, especially this one guy named Hercule, are the opposite of fun. Blah blah. You have two choices. One, you can avoid these land monsters and hope they won't bother you. Or two, you can stand up to them. After all, you're stronger than they are. You don't have to let these bullies push you around. Want to know about another challenge in the human world? It's a little thing land monster called rain. Rain water that falls from the sky, which can make us transform back into our sea monster selves. Who thought that was a good idea? Anyway, if you get caught in the rain and a pesky land monster like Hercule spots you, you'll need to make a fast getaway. And how better to do that than on a bicycle? Make sure you ask your land monster friends to teach you how to ride a bike in case this ever comes up. No matter what you're doing on land, it's important to have a friend to help you out of tight spots. And by tight spots, we mean being caught in a fisherman's net. Like Alberto. Despite some dangers, the human world is a very special place. It's full of wonders, both small and large, like licking an ice cream cone on a hot summer day, gazing up at a night sky full of twinkling stars, and making new friends who just happens to be a land monster. You may even get the chance to ride a real Vespa. You know, one that won't fall apart. Congratulations, you are officially an honorary land monster. And that means the adventures have only begun. I hope to see you soon on land again someday. Just keep an eye out for cats, okay? There's more stickers and more books about LUCA. The end. Like this video, please like and subscribe. And also don't forget to check out my other videos and playlists. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.